Hey guys, CooksBayFishingBoard.com. This is Ash, and getting ready for Pike opening weekend next weekend, and just going to go over some of my personal safety gear. I'm not saying this is the right thing or the wrong thing. Obviously, you're going to want to check with your local jurisdiction to find out what's right with respect to regulations through the appropriate association or party. With ours, it's the Forensic and Nautical Consultants of Canada, so I'm presuming these regulations are federal across Canada. Mandatory stuff, and it's almost stupidly obvious, but you have to have a paddle, a life jacket has to be certified. This one here is certified with the Department of Transport Canada, and I'm a little puzzled why people would sell life jackets that aren't certified or have the appropriate standards. But anyways, PFD. This is a baler's bucket. This is actually part of a kit, and I'll show you the other stuff that comes with it. This is a baler's bucket. I'll show you my my solution to getting water out of my boat. I just bought a boat. I'll show you guys that in a second. And floatable rope, a whistle, flashlight, and what I did with my flashlight is, let's see if I still did it. I put the batteries in. I don't have any batteries. When you put the batteries in, put them in backwards so you don't drain them. There's some other stuff I have here that I kind of threw into the loop. Let's see if I missed anything about. This is the boater safety course that I found online. I printed out. And they say your emergency kit should have flashlight, whistle, knife, first aid kits. Again, Canadian Tire. It's a little rough, but it's never been opened. Everything's in here. Everything's good. Drinking water. I've got a bag here. I've got some additional stuff, dry clothing. I've got some additional stuff that I bring that isn't necessarily regulation required, but I bring it anyways. A sweater. Cell phone. I've had experiences when my cell doesn't work on different parts of Cooks Bay, but there's no harm in bringing them. Tools for your motor. Basic stuff. If you need a minor repair, you can get away and do it easily with some tools. If your motor goes, you're screwed, basically. GPS device. If I actually got a hold of somebody on my phone, it would be very nice to give them a quick, give them coordinates and tell them exactly where I am if I was in trouble, if I needed help. Protein bar. Stuff like this, too. I don't ever intend on eating this, but if I'm out on the water for hours, it'd be nice to have something to eat. Gravel. And other medicines, actually, which I'll be putting into the first aid kit. Crunchy granola. Roasted almond. Flare. I'm just prepared. That's the way it is. The other cool thing about this, I'm not going to carry all that in a shopping bag. I'm going to put it all in this bag. But the other thing I'm going to do this year is, I got this noodle here. Say I hit a rock and my boat's going down. I've got my PFD. I'm good. All my safety stuff is going to sink too. So I'm going to chop this up and put it in my bag. And that way, all my stuff floats. Mind you, some stuff's going to get ruined, but maybe I could wrap it up in plastic bags inside the bag. I'm not too sure. I haven't got that far. But the whole point is, this is going to float with all my gear. And let's have a look here. So I got this boat here from Scarborough yesterday, and there were a couple leaks. And I knew that when I bought it. It's a 12-foot aluminum boat, and I bought it anyways. I got it for $280. Did a little bit of research. I think that's a good price. I think I got a deal. Maybe you guys can let me know. There's no motor or anything. It's just a 12-foot boat. It's right here. And, hey, I think she's going to do the trick. Hey, what I actually have set up here, we'll take this that way off, is a little pump from a Chinese rock fountain thing. You'll see it here in a second. Basically what it does is fill it with rocks and you let the water pump out, you know, it looks all beautiful and pretty and stuff like that, but it was AC, so I got my inverter, got my power pack, filled it up with water to see what the drippage situation was. You can see I've got it up here, and there were a couple of leaks. You can see it drip down there, so I'm actually going to use some aluminum, some silicone that's made for aluminum to try and seal it, but I like insurance, so I've got this pump here, and I'm going to bring it out with me too. We're hoping to have it up and ready by next Saturday. So that's my once over. I'm just getting ready for boating season and going through my gear, making sure it's all good. I think I'm good to go. I'm going to wrap it up, put it in this bag here. Probably get a couple other things too. I want to get a big orange flag or something like that so I can signal. A foghorn. Like, that would be cool. I actually have one. 120 decibels. Canadian Tire, $29.95. And there's this dye that you can get, apparently, so people can see you from the sky. Not that I intend on going out in the middle of the ocean or really doing some super duper boating way out there. But there's this dye that you can get. Put it out. It discolors the water so that people can see you from above. The other thing as well is a lot of common sense. I always tell my girlfriend where I'm going. This is where I'm going to be. This is how long I'm going to be. Weather conditions. Common sense. Anyways, let me get you guys 2 cents on the boat. $280. I think I did okay. And we'll see you online. cooksbayfishingboard.com.